Hey, this is Mike with AskTractorMike.com. We're going online today to answer a question I get asked all the time, and that is there a blue book to determine used farm tractor values? And the short answer to that question is there's actually two of them. The bad news is you have to pay for both of them. Now, I'm going to give you some alternatives after we talk about them in determining a used equipment value. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a little nugget that will really assist you in determining a fair market value for a farm tractor. First off today, we're going to type in Google used farm tractor values. And what comes up here is several different options, and as you can see, I've looked at a lot of them. The two people that actually do that, and that's basically all they do, they focus on used equipment values, are Iron Search here. They actually came up twice, and Tractor Blue Book here. Now, Iron Search, where they get their data, Iron Search is done by the Farm Equipment Dealer Association, and they take the data from their dealers. When a dealer sells a used tractor, they report to the association, number one, what they put into it when they traded for it, and number two, what they sold it for. And they compile all that information to get used tractor values. I've used them a lot and used them when I worked in the dealership, and that was kind of our guidebook. Now the other one is tractorbluebook.com. I have a little less experience with them. I'm not exactly sure where they get their database. We used them for lawn and garden and outdoor power equipment values, and they were really good on that. They also do tractors and claim a fairly large database. So those are the two that are available that are like a blue book in the car business. Both of those charge. Iron Search will charge you $14.95 per lookup. That's $14.95 per lookup. The official Tractor Blue Book will sell you a subscription for $99 a year. Now, if you're like me and you don't like paying for things like this, there's a couple of other options. There are three publications that put out periodic papers with used farm tractors for sale, and they also have an online presence. And those three are Fastline, which came up here, Tractor House, which came up here, and US Farmer, which came up here. Fastline actually advertises that they can determine how much your new or used tractor or farm machinery is worth. So if you click on this website, here's what comes up. And I'm going to use an example. We're going to look up a Kubota, and I just pulled the model number out of the air, a Kubota. Oops, I spelled it wrong. Sorry about that. Let me get it right here. L2350, and we're going to hit search, and then this tells me what it's worth. They show the high price found, the low price found, and the average price. It looks like they've actually only had 3 tractors here, so the sample size is really small, and the really big problem is we don't know if this tractor was equipped with a loader, if it had turf tires, if it had a belly mower, a backhoe, or anything like that. We don't know about any of these tractors. So we're going to kind of not think that's a great service, and we're going to go back to where we were. Now, Tractor House is a widely read publication, and their online is very active. One place you can go on their service is auction results and detailed search. And we're going to find Kubota right there, and we're going to put in L2350 and go down here and hit search. And what you're going to find, they've got actually several here, so you're going to get kind of a price range on where an L2350 should sell. The problem with this is, here we have a tractor with a broken transmission that fell off a trailer. Here's one that has a backhoe, which we may or may not need. Here's one has turf tires on it. Here's one with no loader, no loader. The problem when these tractors go to auction with the high demand for used smaller tractors, they generally are an oddball when they go to auction. And when I say oddball, one with a major mechanical problem, This one has the backhoe on it. This one has turf tires, and these with no loaders. People almost always want a loader with a compact tractor, and you see that a lot. So that site doesn't have the most desirable tractor on it, which is would be one with R4 industrial tires and a loader. So we're going to go back to where we were, and what do we do now to find what the fair value for used tractors is? And I'm going to give you a little nugget here, and I can't get back to the original page, but I'm going to type in here all of Craigslist, and there's allofcraigslist.com, and we're going to type that in. A lot of the commerce on used tractors is going through Craigslist anymore, and it's kind of upsetting if you're a dealer because you're missing out on all these sales, but that's where the market is. And we're going to type in Kubota L2350. And what we find here is a whole bunch of listings, 10 pages of listings. Now, before I recorded this, I went in and looked, and of course you're going to get 2350s, 2350s, and then when you get on down to 7, 8, 9, 10, those pages, you're gonna get the closest match. It may not be a 2350, but something close. But I looked through these pages, and up to page 5, we're still getting L2350s. So you have 5 pages of listings. Now, bear in mind, these are not sale prices, but these are asking prices. But what this is going to do is give you a range of asking prices. And generally, there's going to be a little bit of wiggle room on all of these, so you can figure that into the equation. But in my mind, the best way to find a fair market value for a used tractor is go to all of Craigslist and look there.